Hello, hello, hello. Oh my God, everybody. I'm so freaking stoked. Those of you that have been following me, you know that I have different aspects to my business. I have the coaching, I have the cellular health product, but I've been diving into digital marketing and I got to tell you, it's been a blast. Like I get goosebumps just saying about it. But the blast is getting bigger. I cannot verbalize enough how valuable this program and system is. And now it's getting an upgrade. It's called Legacy 2.0. And what's changed? Everything and nothing. So you're still going to have a program full of punch. All the original programming is going to stay available, but it's getting an upgrade. We've always said that this digital blueprint is a step-by-step process. And now it's becoming a micro step-by-step process. But the beautiful thing is that everything is getting a visual facelift. Our funnel system is getting a facelift. Our verbiage is getting a facelift. You know, I can't remember the exact stats. I'd have to look them up, and I'm not going to waste time to do that right now. But the stats show that the bulk of the people are visual learners. They're visual people. So there's more videos. There's still written content for you analyticals that like to read and process. But for those of us that are visual, me included, there's going to be more videos, more information given to you in the form of a video. So you can educate yourself to figure out whether or not this is going to be a viable way for you. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, I'm actually watching my phone because I'm posting a video series on social media, and I've started, I'm losing my voice here, I got a little bit of a cold. So I'm starting to do video series so I can help bring better value to you, the viewer, and help you understand what are some of the struggles that we're dealing with and why digital marketing and the digital economy is so important. And the biggest reason, yes, it's one of the fastest growing industries. It's expected, digital marketing itself is expected to hit $1.5 trillion by 2030. And the digital economy, which encompasses everything, including digital market, including the digital marketing, is expected to hit $16.5 trillion by 2026. That's like next year. So if you're in business, or if you're looking at getting in business, you want to get in a business that's in high demand. Well, hello. Grant Cardone, Donald Trump, all of these gurus are just worth a little over $4 billion, and it took them years to get there. This industry is hitting trillions of dollars, and it's I don't even want to say it's just getting started, but it's starting on a massive upswing because people are starting to get it. So I always talk to the parents that are feeling the tapped, capped, and strapped, because in today's world, we have no reason to be living that way. Zero. Back in the day, yes, this technology wasn't available. When I first started working, we still had dot matrix printers and thermal fax paper. So I'm dating myself. These technologies were not an option back then. So yes, traditional business back then was the only way to go. And average people like you and I that didn't grow up around business-minded people had no freaking clue and was scared to death. Now, oh my God, we've got teenagers, early 20s, mid 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s that are earning multiple six figures online. Online is digital, my loves. Anything that's done online is considered digital. Anything that is sent by text, email, funnel systems, videos, everything is digital. There's not one business out there that you can tell me does not have a digital component anymore. There's practically, if you're not on the digital space, you're a dinosaur. You're literally a dinosaur. You know, all the network marketing companies all have online stores. You buy online, they ship worldwide. You know, this digital marketing blueprint, because it's digital, it's worldwide. The world is your oyster pond. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. I cannot stress enough about how this is going to change how we do business. Because not only were we taught in a step-by-step process, but now they're micro stepping and teaching us and giving us templates for especially the new beginners in such a small way. So if you're joining me, let me know where you're joining from and jump in your questions, because I'm not here long. I have a jam-packed day. I don't even have makeup on yet. So my day is jam-packed, and I'm only going to be here for a short period of time. So if you have questions, especially around the upgraded version, I'll do my best to answer based on what I have for knowledge, but we have another meeting in a few hours because it's going to be launching. They're hoping today. So today is potentially launch day for those of us that are already in the digital marketing blueprint and using the system already. And it's specifically designed for legacy builders are now going to have certification. Like we had master resale rights in the past and we're earning 100% profit. That's not changing. But now the legacy builder people are going to have certification. So all the scammers and people that are out there trying to duplicate, unless you're certified, you won't be able to duplicate as easily. You won't be able to scam as easy, because I can't tell you how many of especially six-figure earners and people leading up to six figures, their accounts are getting duplicated. Like it's insane. And it's people trying to scam. It's people dropping in your DMs. I don't drop in people's DMs. If somebody DMs me, I ask them, did you get into my funnel system? Because if you didn't, I don't have a conversation until then, because that is the way of that's how you save time. If you're DMing people all day, you're wasting your time, I can't tell you how many people, especially on the TikTok platform, have said, can we DM? And I was like, have you gone in and gotten a copy of your blueprint yet? No, we cannot DM. No, why would I DM somebody that's not even willing to get free information? Hello. Like, I'm not wasting my time on these people. And that's the one thing about the Legacy 2.0. It's going to wean these people out completely. Are you still going to get that crap? Yes, because they're not in the funnel system. But unless somebody's in the funnel system, I don't talk to them. I don't. I have tons of content educating, providing value, letting you know exactly what it is, because I'm very blunt. I can't get any more blunt. And people still want to have a conversation without even getting free information first. It's going to answer the bulk of their questions. So that tells me they have an alternative agenda, clearly. And I don't have time for that stuff. I don't. The whole point I got into this legacy builder program to begin with is to automate the business I already had to help free up my time. So my family comes first. My family has to come first. I have a child that has special needs. She struggles with social anxiety, select mutism, ADD, and now high functioning autism. Like, it's insane some of the stuff we're dealing with because we're trying to figure out how she thinks and how she clicks, because she's different. She's a genius and we're not. So we're trying to find ways to help support her because she feels isolated. Like all these kids that have autism, they withdraw because they are different and they know they're different. But society doesn't accept them. They struggle to keep jobs. Grown-ass adults bully these people. When is this shit going to stop? So the Legacy Builder program is the key. And I'm hoping when she's ready to hit the road running, she'll jump into it, because she doesn't have to go live. She doesn't have to show her face to make money online. You can do it faceless. I'm a little wound up because I've got no time to spare. And with this new Legacy Builder program coming out, I'm going to have even less time to spare. You want to know why? Because I'm getting hyper-focused. I want to help 30 people every single month. And the only way I can do that is if you decide to put you first, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody else is paying your bills. And if they are, they probably won't for long. I know I don't have people to pay my bills. I still have family out there, but my dad, my brothers, and my extended family do not pay my bills. They do not support me financially. That's on me. And that's how I was raised. When I left home, I never went back. And I never relied on family to support me. When I first started out on my own, I had support in the sense of when my brother bought a new coach, I got his old one for free. Or if he had valued furniture, I got it at a huge discount. I'd buy his furniture set for $100, $200. But that's the only support I had. Some of you don't even have that. And you're living 9 to 5, stressed out, tapped, capped, and strapped. and you won't do anything about it. I can't help you. I can't. You have to want it. You have to have the burn that you're hearing in my voice right now. You don't have to be this excitable, but you have to have that belly burn that something else out there has to be better. And I got to tell you, there's a ton of opportunities that are better than the 9 to 5 grind, at least for me. I didn't love my jobs. I enjoyed what I did. I didn't love them. I constantly, throughout 30 plus years of my working career, bounced from job to job to job just to get that new, exciting burn, because the old one tapped, capped, and strapped me, and I had stinking thinking going on, and I always found issues. Always. So jumping to a new job is just perpetuating the cycle. It doesn't solve your problem. You're still tapped, you're still capped, and you're still strapped with your time, with your finances, and whatever else you got going on, because you're not willing to deal with it. My child has special needs, and I don't use it as an excuse. It's part of my life. I have to deal with it. But guess what? I deal with it in the best possible way I can. I'm always looking for solutions, better ways to help her out, better ways to function, looking for new supports that she'll engage in. I don't sit back and say, poor little old me, boo-hoo. My child is different. There is added expenses. Well, guess what? I'm making extra money to deal with that shit. Because it's nothing more than just that. It's shit, and it dissolves. It goes away. It literally does. It dissolves. It goes away. Problems are nothing more than a figment of our imaginations. Do we have to deal with this shit in life? Yes, but deal with it, and then it's gone. If you ask me right now what challenges I had in my 20s, I probably couldn't tell you. Actually, I could. I had one major challenge, and that was my mom passing away and all the shit that came with that. When it comes to everything else, couldn't really tell you, because at the end of the day, it's in the now. And once you deal with it, it's in the past. If you don't deal with it, it'll keep resurfacing until you choose to deal with it. That's just how that's how life rolls. That's how the university works, or the universe works. The university. We're not in university here, but that's how the universe works. You get what you put in, and you get where you focus your attention. So if all your attention's focused on negativity, that's all you're going to get. So I can't tell you, this program, the Legacy Builder program, costs $900 US. Plus you have to pay a website fee, which may be changing, but it's still not that much. And that gives you access to a program, a community, and a better funnel system that allows you to earn untapped earning potential, uncapped earning potential. So if you have questions, drop them in the comments, because I'm not here for long. And I got to tell you, time is running out. We are now March 6th. I'm looking for 30 people. When I get those 30 people this month, I'm done, because I don't just sell people a program and say, here you go, learn it. You do have to go learn it. But if you have questions, you need help, I'm here to support you. I'm here to guide you. As I get fed new information from my mentor, because I'm in a mastermind, I have the ability to help you funnel some of that information as well, depending on where you're at with your business. I've had people that only want this program to learn how to get their own programs up and running, because it teaches you additional revenue streams. And now it's even going to dive into micro, teaching you how to add those revenue streams. So the step-by-step process just became step-by-step process, breaking things down, making it even more, I hate to say this word because I don't like it, but it makes it more dummy-proof. For those of us that are having a bad day and can't process stuff, you won't have to. It's breaking it down even more. I always said this is one place that has all the puzzle pieces, because everything I've ever done, including my job, has had missing puzzle pieces. And nobody's filled those puzzle pieces up. This program has. And now she's even chopped the puzzle up to go from 500 pieces to 1,000 pieces, and it's complete. She's breaking down the step-by-step process even more. So it's even more refined. It's getting to the point where, if you're not finding successes, it's 100% on you. It always was on you anyway, but the mindset training is inside. You've got coaching inside. You've got guidance inside. You've got tens of thousands of people inside the community that have been where you are, and worse, some people in the community that are multiple six figures came, when I say came from nothing, I mean nothing. Daryl was in a shelter. There's another lady that was living in a tent in the cluster of homeless people. There are people that have sold their homes and doing it from their RV because they're traveling in their retirement. It's insane how simple it is to have an additional income online now. It is crazy. And this is the only place that I have seen where you get all the puzzle pieces. I spent, and I talk about this often, I spent earlier this year $700 Canadian to learn how to build the funnel system, learn how to build the landing page, the thank you page, and the delivery page, and create an attractive lead magnet. And here, it's done for you. And the new upgrade 2.0, oh my God, it's the new PDF, which is your blueprint, is getting an upgrade. It is insane. You're going to have access to documents to help you learn the attraction marketing that much easier. It's crazy. Like, when I say crazy, I mean crazy town, crazy. Like, I don't know if she can simplify it any more than what she already has. I really don't. It's insane. You know what? I'm going to try to share. I wonder if this will let me do screen share, because she actually did a TikTok video that, oh yeah, look at this. She actually did a TikTok video that explains a little bit about the 2.0. So I want to play that for you, because she has been unbelievable. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to find, there's some of her training right there. Here's her video. I hope you can hear that. Can you guys hear that? I don't, So that goes to show you what the Legacy 2.0 is all about. So I got to jump off. I need to get ready for my next meeting. It's starting in less than a half an hour. So let's connect. If you want more information, the link, my screen is mirrored. The link is right here. Jump in there, get the information now. That has not been upgraded yet because we are getting the information in just a few hours on getting everything updated. So dive in. Why wouldn't you? How and where else are you going to gain that information? I've just shared on TikTok a 4-video series of why job security in this day and age is a myth. And technology is one of the driving factors as to why we don't have job security. So guess what? Technology is replacing you in your job. Right down to labor jobs are being replaced with automations. And automations for an employee are bad news because it puts you out the door. They can spend tens of thousands of dollars on automation equipment and stop paying you tens of thousands of dollars every year and make the same money, if not more, because it's most likely when it's running right, it's going to be more efficient. Now, when it goes down, it's going to be bad. But at the end of the day, technology is constantly evolving and getting better. Why aren't you? You have to feed your mind. You have to educate it constantly. Think about it when we were born. We were born with nothing. We're raw, literally born buck naked and raw. Nothing is up in here when it comes to skills and abilities. You had to learn your job. You had to learn how to walk, talk, and speak. There are multiple languages throughout the world. You had to learn to speak your language. And some of you learned to speak multiple languages, but you had to learn. You have to learn. And the problem is when we become adults and we're done our schooling, we go to work and we just do this. Unless you're in an industry like a doctorate, a lawyer, an accountant, you have to upgrade. But most other careers don't require mandated upgrades. And even when you upgrade, you got to constantly pay the new fees to get upgraded. This is all in one place. There's no paying extra for anything. You pay the one time, $900 US, and you get paid in US. So the conversion works both ways. So if you're thinking, oh my God, the exchange rate, and there's no tariffs on the digital marketing space. So you don't have to worry about that. But the thing is, you pay it one time. Yes, if you're not in the US, you have a conversion rate factor to consider. But when you get paid, you're paid in US dollars, so it balances out. Not rocket science. It's not rocket science. So if you're ready to start learning and earning, jump in to the link. Get the free blueprint that's not updated yet. It's soon going to be updated as soon as we have access. But get the copy of the blueprint. I created my blueprint from the same verbiage that they gave me because the old blueprint was just that. It was simple document. I prettied mine up so that it's more attractive because we're visual. I'm very visual. So I like to have things flow. I like to have color. I like to have videos. I put that stuff in my blueprint and they've upgraded the blueprint and now it's all in there for me, even better than the one I created. So get your free blueprint. It teaches you everything you need to understand about how it all works. It really does. There's going to be in the new version testimonials. If you want testimonials, when you're done going through all the information, because I added testimonials to mine. So when you go through the information, you're going to see a couple of videos of testimonials because I put them in there. The new version's going to have even more in there. So what are you waiting for? Get your free blueprint. Learn how it works and make a decision. If you still have questions at the end of all that information, you're going to have my email because I'm going to email you a copy of the blueprint. Email me back so we can stay out of the crazy DMs on social media. Email me back. If we have to do a one-on-one after you've entered your email, I'm willing to do that if it's going to be answering your questions. But I am not on any social media platform for socializing. I'm not. I don't have time. I'm putting my family first. My business comes second. But man, I feed this daily so that I can stay on top and I can be constantly upgrading my own brain and my own nervous system as to where I am now and how can I improve for tomorrow. That's it. And as you grow and upgrade, your flow in life becomes smoother. It becomes easier. That's just how it is. Like, anybody can do this. And this online business is, like I said, nothing else compares out there, because it does not. It does not. And I've challenged anybody to bring it to me. It does not. I've not found anything to even come close to it. I really haven't. There are other digital marketing. There's a ton of digital marketing courses out there. They're all legit. They're all good, but they're not great because they're missing pieces of the puzzle. And this has it all. You're buying a program to teach you new skills. You're getting certified resale rights to resell programs at 100% profit. So you don't have tangible stuff that you need to sell. You don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Doesn't get any easier than that. I was losing 2 hours a day in travel time to get to and from work. That's 10 hours a week. I got back. That's 10 hours a week. I'm now working to get back for my husband. Do you know what most of you can do in 10 hours a week? Those 2 hours are income activities. I just got my day back. I just traded my travel time for my business income activities. And I'm not working for someone else. I'm not working for someone else's dream. My stress levels have come down. My blood pressure is back to normal. Like, hello, people. Health is everything. Time is everything. If your health gets damaged to the point it's not reversible, you can't get it back. You've got here and now, and when the second's gone, it's gone. You can't get it back. Money, stuff will come and go. But those two things should be a priority to focus on. Because I worked for 30 plus years, and all of a sudden, oh my God, my child is now a young adult. Where has the time gone? Anyhow, my loves, drop your questions. I'd love to get them answered. If you want to learn more, get into the email. Let me send you the copy of the blueprint. And when you enter your email, make sure you enter it right, first and foremost. And then if you don't see the email in your inbox, check your spam, your promotion folders, your junk folders, like drag and drop that email up to your inbox so it's in your safe sender list, and save that PDF, go through it. There's going to be a video page that's going to pop up for you visual learners, video explaining that blueprint in more detail. There's a link at the bottom that's going to give you a written version of the video. So, and then the ability to pick your program. Pick your program. Because once you pick your program, you're up and you're running. You're up and you're running. You have to learn how to set up the funnel system so that it's yours, because it's proven system to work. So it's all pre-built for you, but you have to make it yours. So when you get paid, it goes to your bank account. So that's it, my friends. And like I say, questions, send them to me. I'm here to help. I'm here to support any way I can. I only want to deal with serious people, helping 30 this month. Let's get rocking and rolling. Spots are filling up. When they're done, they're done. And then on to the next. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful Thursday. Oh my God, I can't go just yet. Tomorrow, we also have a webinar, and I believe she's discussing a lot of the 2.0 in that webinar. And again, if you want in that webinar, jump in here, because anybody who jumps in here is going to get an email for the link for the webinar for tomorrow. So make sure you dive into that, because that's going to be huge, because they're going to have live Q&A on that webinar, and they never do that. The webinars are usually about an hour-ish, and they're off. They're gone. You're expected to get back in touch with the person that gave you this link. And tomorrow they're actually going to have Q&A. So I believe they're going to be discussing in greater detail the 2.0, potentially showing you the 2.0. So if you want access to the webinar, you've got till today to get in there to be able to get that link for tomorrow, because it's 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time tomorrow morning. We are going live. So